Well, the heavens have opened up here in Sydney, and after a beautiful day yesterday, the heavens have opened up, and it's going to be a very cold 19 degrees. To tell us more about that, good morning to Adam. Welcome to you. Thanks for joining me.
Morning, everyone. How you going? Yeah, like Barry said, absolutely belting down now. It's only meant to get worse as the day goes on. So if you had plans to head out, I know one of the residents here has already gone out for a walk. So I imagine that they're stuck in the rain right now, which is not good. So mind your chairs, be safe, safety first. Take a brolly if you do have to go out.
And remember, electric chairs and water do not mix.
No.
Because if the water gets into the electricals, kabang!
Yeah. That's the last thing you want. Yeah.
And here's my offside for his opening view on this.
Yeah, expensive electric equipment and water do definitely not mix at all. Yeah, last thing you want is an explosion or some other thing going wrong with your chair because the electrics start burning up. So stay undercover or take a brolly if you really have to go somewhere and try and keep it brief. And remember your social distancing as well. Let's keep that up as well.
And while some restrictions are being lifted in New South Wales as of June 1, more of them, we have to plan very carefully, guys. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, look, I think the pubs and places where lots of people gather are opening up in what's the date, the 21st, so about a week, a little bit over a week, maybe 10 days or so. So back to normality. I think there'll still be restrictions on the amount of people in the building, but yeah, let's not go crazy as soon as things open and just sort of get back to bumping into each other and things like that. I think we still need to be cautious because we don't want a second wave coming through of the virus and just restarting everything again. So please take note of that.
And we're doing so well, but Victoria, sadly, I think they're not doing so well. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, I think they've got some new cases developing more and more every day down there. So that's a direct result of people not listening to the medical authorities and things like that. So it's important to listen and definitely follow the instructions because you really can be putting yourself at risk or others.
So now the reason why my offsider hasn't been here is because he's been at another site in the White called Grevillea. Now this is a respite house.
Yeah.
Now Adam, how have you been going down there?
Pretty good, Barry. Yeah, we've it's a different environment down there. There's only one client at the moment, and we've been looking after him, trying to make sure he gets well and is all right. So very different. I've missed coming up here, missed being on the show, missed all the clients and staff here. It's a great house here at Oceana. So but otherwise I'm healthy. Making sure that I talk to people if I've got anything on my mind. Which can happen. From time to time. So been keeping well, guys. Thank you for asking.
So also today on the show we will, however, be talking about not keeping things in you. We did talk about that on the last episode before Adam did have to leave. And it is important, guys, not to keep anything in because you will get sick. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, that's true. Just to touch on that again, we've had a few things happen here, which we won't go into too much detail, but some sort of stressful events at times, which it did affect me. I don't like to see people that are upset or unwell, and it was recommended to me by management to reach out and talk to someone, and that really helps. Just being able to just get things off your chest and let people know how you're feeling about something you may have witnessed or been a part of. So very important for your mental health and physical health to make sure you talk to someone when you're thinking about something or something's on your mind. Just get it out there. Feel a lot better. I know I did. So.
And it's important to write things down as well, guys, because um, if you don't write things down and let people know how you are feeling, it's not good, guys. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, but it will slowly start to chip away at you, and you might find yourself thinking negatively or becoming angry, and eventually you will start taking that out on people around you. So you don't want to be a cranky bugger. You want to be a happy person that's good. Bring people up instead of bringing them down, which keep everything in, eventually you do get that way. You become negative and bitter, and you start attacking people or saying, rude things to people. So yeah, it's best just to have a chat with someone, and you feel a lot better about yourself, and other people will notice that as
So, on the subject, please don't have an outburst.
well. Mm.
And we demonstrated that a few days after the lockdown began on the 1st of April. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, that's right. People have been under stress all across the world. From this house to my own house to basically everyone, I think, has felt some sort of stress during this lockdown. So it is good to just talk about it, speak about it, write it down. Even if you just keep a little diary for yourself, just venting that little bit can help. Blow off a little steam so that you don't have a big explosion and an outburst one day. So.
Because that's what I did on the very first week of the lockdown.
That's true. Yeah, within 7 days, Barry he got quite frustrated, um, and just the lockdown was stressful on him. He had a small outburst towards some of the people in the house, which he apologised for later. He realised that that was the wrong thing to do, and since then, I think Barry's been really good in terms of talking about things and issues that he has. You're always in a happy mood. You never see him down. And I think part of that is expressing himself. So follow Barry's lead and express yourself. He's on the right track.
So we open the show with Sydney's weather and look at that. Here's Adam now.
Yeah, quite a bit of rain coming down now in Narrowena. So guys, if you're on the roads, it's going to be slippery. The footpaths are going to be slippery. We haven't had sort of recent rain since I think last week or a couple of days ago. So yeah, just be careful if you're going out. Again, the chairs. If you're in an electric chair right now, probably best just to stay indoors for a couple of hours. Just let it pass, and then you can head out. If your carer wants to take you for a walk, just remind them about the rain and go from there.
And if you are driving, don't speed or you will go in, bang. I'll just give you that demo again. Bang. Or kabang, 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 kabang.
Uh, that's the last thing you want. So yeah, take it easy on the roads, be careful and courteous to other drivers, just like you would any other time. So,
And don't rush to get to your destination because it is slippery out there, and there's more rain on the way, unfortunately,
yeah.
over the next few days.
Yeah, meant to rain all the way up till Sunday, I believe, looking at the forecast. So I've checked the rain radar, which everyone can look at if they have a computer or phone. It's bom.gov.au. That's the Bureau of Meteorology. That's where I get all my information from in regards to the weather, because I'm on a motorbike. So obviously, rain is my enemy when it comes to traveling. So I always try and check the radar, see how long I've got. So you can look it all that up and find out yourself, and maybe even learn a little bit about it while you're at it.
So, before we do move on to the closing segment, it has been nearly 9 weeks now since we've been in lockdown, and that is testing people's patience. Here's my Offsider.
Yeah, I think it has taken a toll on some people. Like Barry said, in the first week, it took a toll on him. But since then, I think things have improved a little bit around the house. But it comes in waves. You might have a good day one day, you might have a bad day the next. But that's life. And look, it's not going to go on forever. That's something that you can look forward to. So again, like we always say, Lifeline's there if you do need to chat to someone. Um, because it is tough being locked down for nearly 10 weeks. No activities outside the house, etc. It's enough to drive anyone mad. So you're not alone, and just remember that number for Lifeline.
And now it is time for our closing sequence. Our closing sequence and message today, like my Offsider said, please do reach out to people, okay, because it is important. And the number I'm about to give you now is 131114. Grab a pen and paper and write that down. Here's my Offsider.
Yeah, very important number there. We always like to go over that towards the end of the show. Just remind people that there is help out there if you're needing it. And if you are living in a home like this with other residents and things, and you see one of them maybe getting a little bit stressed, or even a family member or someone in your own household, just remind them that that people can help them if they reach out.
Well, the time is coming up to 7 minutes to 12 o'clock here. Just a recap of what we just spoke about, the restrictions here. Okay, please be patient. We know that it's been frustrating not being able to go out for the next, over the past 9 weeks. We are ending week 8 now. We're into week 9 coming up next week, and on Monday it will be the 25th of May when some of the schools go back. Oh, and here's my Offsider.
Yeah, so there's going to be more people out and about, more people on the roads. So in weather like this, take it easy. If you think you're going to be late, leave a bit earlier, and there's no need to rush.
And remember that the school zones as well. Please don't go past 40. Otherwise you will be booked. And the second closing message this morning on the show. Before we do say good morning to you, is don't ring 000 unless you have an emergency. We bring it up at the end of each episode here. So please, guys, be considerate and really do think is your urgency an emergency, because Triple O don't have time for idiots who rang up and say they want pizzas delivered. And here's my Offsider with his closing message on that
Yeah, I think.
all important number.
Yeah. The 000. It's not to be prank phone calls and all this sort of stuff.
And
It's just stupidity to do that. You could be clogging up the line when someone really needs help. So we can't stress that enough. But it's important. Emergencies only. Your local GP is still available for phone consultations. I know they're busy, but times are tough, and we all just have to band together. So let's get through this together, everyone.
so we know it's been frustrating, but don't ring 000 to tell them that you're bored, because they won't. The operators will just say this is an ambulance emergency call only. Do not ring us unless it's time critical.
Yeah.
The same with the rescue choppers, they have enough to deal with. Okay? So please be mindful of 000. Okay? And please don't be rude on the phone. Have good phone manners and tell 000 what your problem is. If you do have to ring an ambulance, and give them the exact address of where you are. Say, example, South Creek Road at DY, and give the phone number so they can call you back to obtain further information from you. And stay calm and speak clearly. And we are out of time here on the show. Thanks for joining us here on the show today. And Adam, great to see you here again.
Thank you, Barry.
On the show. And here's Adam now to say his farewell message.
Yeah, good to be back at Oceania. Missed it, like I said. Missed the clients. Missed doing the show here with Baz. So, it's good to be back. And from what I understand, I should be here during the week next week as well as tomorrow. So, really looking forward to that.
And we will look forward to your company on the next episode with Adam and Baz.
Yeah, so thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thanks for having me again, Baz. And I think now it's lunchtime. So
and now it is coming up to 2 minutes to 12, is it?
1 minute.
1 minute to midday. So on that note, goodbye everybody, and take care of yourselves. Look after each other and do reach out.
Thanks again, everyone.
And thanks again. And as Don Burke used to say at the end of Burke's Backyard, hooroo. And thanks again.
Hooroo.
And we'll see you on the next show. The time is midday. You've been watching Adam and Baz.
Hopefully see you all tomorrow, everyone.
And this lunch break is proudly brought to you by Helga's. Is the brand of Helga's.
Goodbye.
And that's all, folks. Bye bye.